Today we're going to talk about scatter plots. This is two different teaks. We're going to do A.4A and A.4C. We're going to talk about what is a scatter plot, and then we're going to do lines of best fit. Okay, I need everybody writing all of this down. You are going to need some colors, so if you did not get colors, you're going to pause the video and you're going to get the colors in just a little bit. So the first thing we're going to write down is right here, something that is used to investigate the relationship between two variables. That is a scatter plot. A scatter plot is used to investigate the relationship between two variables. Okay? Correlation, and those of you who speak Spanish, you can read it in Spanish, correlación, means how the points in the scatter plot are related to one another, how they are related. So these are different types of scatter plots. Okay? And they're all different. This one is going up, so that is a positive correlation. You are writing all of this down. This one is going down. What type of correlation do you think that is? Negative. This is a negative correlation. And if it doesn't go up or down, if they're all scattered everywhere, then it has no correlation. No correlation. That means they are not related to one another. Okay? And these lines that I drew, right, positive, negative, this one I couldn't draw a line. Those are lines of best fit. Because if there is a trend in the data, then the line of best fit can be used to represent the data. So we're going to do that at the bottom down here. I know that this correlation is negative because they're going down, but I have to pick the best line that would go with this data. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the answer choices, and we're going to put them in Desmos, and we're going to open up the table for it because we need to see, we need to be able to graph it. So I'm going to start with this one first, put this in Desmos. Y equals negative 2 over 5x plus 80. Y equals negative 2 over 5. X plus 80. Okay, I'm going to change the color. You can always change the color whenever you want to. And I'm also going to open up the table for it. Okay, and I'm going to zoom out so that I can see these points. Okay? I can also add more points. Enter, 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 enter. Because I need to graph some of these. So the first one I'm going to graph is 0, 80. 0, 80. Graph it on your paper. So use one color. So 0 and 80 is right here. And then I need to pick one more point so that I can draw the line. So I'm going to pick maybe 5 and 78. 5 and 78, and we're going to graph it. So 5 is right here, 78 would be right here. What if I pick another point, like 40? Let's go check 40 on Desmos. If I just type 40, what does it give me? It gives me 64, so I can type that point as well. So 40, 64. Okay, so then you connect your points. Does that look like a perfect line that goes through the correlation? Maybe, right? Let's graph another one. Pick another color. So let's graph y equals negative 2/5 x plus 75. So I'm going to go over here. And I'm going to type my new equation. Y equals negative 2/5 x plus 75. And I'm going to add the table. And I know I need 0, but I also know that I probably need 40. So instead of just entering all these things, we can go ahead and type it 40. So I'm going to do 0, 75, graph it on the table, on your graph, and then 40, 59. So 0, 75, and 40, 59. Connect the points. Which one looks better, the blue or the red? ¿Cuál le cabe mejor? The red one, right? So it's not A, maybe B, right? What about C? Y equals 60. Put that in Desmos. Y equals 60. Does that fit it? A straight line? No. And then let's try the last one. The last one is y equals negative. Y equals negative 3/5x. Oops. X plus 75. Okay, open up the table. And I need 0, 75, and then let's do 40, 51. 40, 51. So let's go graph those with a different color. I have 0, 75. Oh, my thing moved. Hold on. Zero 75 and 40, 51. So when I draw my line, the red one is still better than the blue and the pink, right? ¿Cuál le cabe mejor? The red one is going through the correlation. So I'm going to say that it's not C and it's not D. So my answer, the best one would be B. Okay, on the next page, what if the calculator could just give you the equation? Just give it to you, right? So the linear regression would help you because it's a method, un método, used to find the line of best fit given a set of data. Okay? So we would use this equation in Desmos, and it would just give us the answer. It would just give us the equation. So we're going to enter our data. You're going to add a table. And then once you add the table, you're going to type this equation in Desmos, and it's going to give you the equation. Okay? So we're going to practice with problem number 1. So go ahead and add the table to Desmos, and then we'll look at it. So we're going to add a table, and we're going to add those points on there. So I have 0, enter, 10, enter, 20, enter. These are all the points that are on the table on your paper. 30, enter, 40, enter, and then it just starts typing them for you. 50, 60. If you just press enter, it types them for you. 80. Okay, then up here on my Y1, I want 79.2, enter, 80.1, enter, 77.5, enter, 68.7, enter. Keep typing them in there. I'm going to keep typing them in there. So you should have paused the video and typed the whole table. I already typed the whole table in here. And if you have not, you need to pause the video and type the whole table in there because you need to practice doing it. Once the table is in, you're going to type the equation. Let's look at the equation again. Y1 approximately mx1 plus b. So let's go type that in Desmos. So watch how I'm going to do it. Y, the number 1. And then the little squiggly line, you have to hit the ABC because it's right here. Approximately. It's not equal. It's approximately. M, X, the number 1, plus the letter B. I got to take one of the ones away. Okay, and the reason why I have to type X1 and Y1 is because it's in my table, X1, Y1. Okay? Once you do that, it gives you the answer, gives you the M and the B. So we're going to round those. You're going to round those. That's going to be negative 1.06 and 92.3. I'm just rounding. Just round to the 1 or the second place is fine. So when I type it, it's going to be Y equals negative 1.06 X plus 92.3. So now I can use this equation. I'm going to use this equation to figure out 25. At 25, right, because 25 is right here in the middle, what does it give me? So I'm going to go find it. So we're going to type this in Desmos, type the equation in Desmos. So you can erase all of this, erase it, because I already have the equation. My equation is Y equals negative 1.06 X plus 92.3. Right? Open the table and go find, type right here what you want. You want 25, right? So 25, this is what it gives me. This is the temperature that it's going to be. 65.8. So that's my answer over here. At a latitude of 25 degrees, the temperature is 60 what? 65.8. Okay? I want you to practice with problem 2 and problem 3, and then you're doing a quizzes. So practice doing problem 2 and problem 3 right now. But this, instead of 1980, is going to be year 0, year 1. No, this is year 4. Year 8, year 12, year 14, and year 18. So type it in Desmos.